Another newcomer. Well, at least your head hasn't blown up yet. A good sign already. Do you even know how many laws you've broken by coming out of this portal?
Yes.
No, you don't. Hey, don't try to mess with me here, alright? You smartass gotta be registered, just like every other newcomer. I'm here to do that, but I ran out of forms with all of you flooding in! The forms are right by my house, on the table outside. Head over and find them. I'll give you your next steps once you're there. Now get going. Next.
No problem.
You know, you look pale. If you're going to die, don't do it right here, cause then I'll have to deal with your body. So do me a favor and scoot. My place is up north. And remember, don't even think about bothering my girlfriend.
Getting my steps in. Forge a path.
Welcome, Survivor.
Need help?
Could use a pair of extra hands. Or any body parts, really. So you want to learn about survival, huh? First things first. Know your limits. See a monster? Think it's too strong? Then it probably is. Run. And if it chases, run faster. Forget about quests, honor, revenge. Around here, your biggest achievement is making it through the day with all your limbs attached. And gear up. You wouldn't believe the number of naked, brave individuals I've seen charging at monsters only to end up as a gruesome buffet. Their reckless bravery is our gain. Their corpses make for good looting. Lastly, fetch some wood for a fire. It's right here in the camp, and I'll need 3 pieces. Usually you'd get wood from logging those magic trees around, but chopping trees isn't in our agenda for now.
I'm in.
Go on, fetch the wood. It's right around camp, and you won't have to watch out for wildlife here. This is the safe part, for now.
I like it over there. What's all this then?
Welcome, Survivor. How's the wood hunt going, newbie?
Yes.
Well, look who's a regular Davy Crockett. Here's how to make a campfire, and some matches. You're going to need them. Ready to learn?
Need help?
Could use a pair of extra hands, or any body parts, really. All right, moving on to the next survival lesson. Get familiar with your surroundings. And by that, I mean, don't let anything crucial slip past your attention, especially those magic trees in the forest. We're not just any hikers looking for firewood. We are after heartwood. It's the core of magic trees. And trust me, burning that stuff gives you a fire that's worth the trouble. Eating by the fire kindled with heartwood has a special restorative effect. You'll feel stronger, fresher. Trust me, it's not your average camping meal.
I'm gonna do it.
Good, but keep this in mind. Finding what you need doesn't always happen on the first try. Yet with persistence, you'll get what you're after. Now head into the forest and fetch me 3 pieces of heartwood. Aim for the trees that are glowing.
Hello? Are you listening? I've placed a transmitter on you so I can keep an eye on you. All in the name of safety, of course. The newcomer form should be on the table outside, or on the porch. Might have left it in the mailbox, too. No clue, really.
Now this is all right.
This is it, you got it. Now go make an official inquiry to my brother. He must be somewhere in the Golden Field. I don't know, ask someone. Oh, and tell him it's his shift now. I'm sick of sitting here in this robot, watching the portal and peeing in a whiskey jar.
getting me steps up.
You can't kill a damn rat with your stomach growling louder than your war cry. If you ain't biting into grub, you'll be biting the dust. So get some food in that belly of yours before you end up being an embarrassing ghost story, you numbskull.
Onwards and upwards.
Well, hello there.
What can I do for you?
Hell yeah, I need help. These mutated rats, they're running amok in my fields, devouring my genetically enhanced wheat. It's like a ratocalypse out there. They're stunting my revolutionary block grains venture right in its tracks. I have a hunch, you know, a techie's sixth sense. I reckon these mutations might be a result of their diet, my genetically modified wheat. If we don't act fast, I fear my vision for a decentralized farming revolution may crumble to dust. A bit melodramatic, but you get the picture, right? Bring back some tales from the rats you take down. It'll serve as proof and give me a better idea of what we're dealing with.
I'll do it.
Great! Let's show these rats we mean business. You need to curtail the population of those mutated rats in the wheat fields and bring back some rat tails as proof.
More weight.
Hey there, Sugar.
Can I help?
Why, ain't you as kind as a June afternoon? I got something you could help with. By law, everyone's supposed to get several loaves of bread. That's the newcomer welfare program of Elan for you. But honey, I'm too busy cooking for everyone. So how about you learn to cook some bread? Be a little more independent, you know? You'll need to bring some wheat flour, which you can make yourself from 3 handfuls of wheat seeds. Feel free to use my kitchen for wheat processing or baking. You never know, you might just discover a hidden talent for this baking business.
I'll do it.
You're a peach, darling. Let's get to baking. Bring me some wheat flour. Look around, darling. It's harvest season, and you might find some leftover wheat in the fields around Goldenfield Town, or in crates and sacks. You can process 3 handfuls of wheat seeds into flour at my cooking bench.
I like it over there.
Ready to be of service.
Need help?
Help proposal acknowledged, checking logs. One is glad to be of service, although the service is going to be terminated. One will be decommissioned for being outdated if the job cannot be completed.
What happened?
Thank you for this thoughtful question. One has been assigned to overlook the orchid cultivation. Wild species should be eliminated while not touching the agricultural ones. Main difference is their color. However, one's optical sensor cannot differentiate colors. Only newer models can. If Sir or Madame was at the fields like this, they most likely noticed the small dexterous robots. These are the newer models. They can see colors, one cannot. Officially, one cannot accept help from conscious life forms, but one cannot refuse it either. If someone pulled out the violet weed species, one would be able to prove its usefulness and hence prolong its existence.
I'll do it.
And one will not interfere nor distract. The red species must remain untouched. The violet ones must be pulled out.
Stomping turf. Having me some of that. Having me some of that. I'll take that.
Greetings, user. Inquiring user progress. Have all the violet weeds been removed?
Yes.
One sees that Sir Madame has pulled out some plant species. One could not tell apart the weeds from the valuable plants, but one chooses to be trustful. Thank you for such kindness, friend. Your actions have amplified the trust coefficient within one's programming. Gratitude is in order. Access to additional data layers has been unlocked. Thank you for your benevolence, friend.
Going for a mosey. Bulldozer.
What is it? I'm kind of busy here with all the newcomers, okay? Oh, I see you're one of them, eh? So you've already met my close relative? I'm sorry you had to go through that. My, brothers can be quite dumb, especially that one. He's asking every newcomer to tell me to take his shift at the portal. No respect for his older sibling whatsoever. So, an outworlder, eh? How do you like it here in Qualit? Nice, isn't it?
Yes.
I know, right? Everyone's just minding their business, occupied with their crops and whatnot, while I have to deal with all of you and your fucking papers. Anyways, you might even be of some help. I mean, you scratch my back, I scratch yours, eh? You get me a bunch of power generators, I do your papers. The stuff should be somewhere in the forest in the shuttle my other brother crashed while trying to deliver the generators. That dumbass set off his alarm. If you want to get your paperwork done, you'll go into the forest and find my brother there, eh?
Of course.
Great, just great. Tell him he's the dumbest one so far. The forest is to the southwest of the village. The people around must have seen the explosion. Ask them for details. But don't rush into the woods, rookie. Better look around, figure out what's what. Gear up tougher, this forest doesn't joke around. By the way, heard the government pays good coin to newcomers for getting rid of various critters in these parts. Rumor has it they've got plans to settle this wild territory with fresh settlers. So maybe it's worth earning a few extra coins? Make sure to register your returner with Big Mama, mate. Oh, and the government incentivizes local farmers to back newcomers. So don't be shy. Gather those leftovers in sacks on the fields and around town. They intentionally leave them out for folks like you. Happy hunting.
I need to get moving.
And because, well, yesterday's party with locals was a bit too joyful, and this hangover is killing me. I'll give you the recipe, and you do all the crafting. Then we can pretend you're one of my successful newcomer students. What do you say, dude?
I'm in.
Man, you're the real MVP. Let's get those painkillers brewing pronto. Remember the counterfeit painkillers, dude. My head is counting on you.
Getting the sweat on. Stomping turf. Take loot.
Howdy, partner. How's the flower hunt going, darling? Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. You did it. Here's your reward. And remember, it's always better to eat at the campfire. Good for digestion.
I was born for war.
G'day, mate. Keep going, mate. Those rats can't stand a chance.
Yes.
Well, I'll be damned. You really did it. The rats got what they deserved. Well, some of them.
Full steam ahead. Forge a path. Stay sharp, newbie. Can I help? Sure thing. I've got a job for you. Ready to get your hands dirty? Now, logging ain't just about wielding an axe. You need to understand the very nature of the forest and the treasures it holds. Magic trees, that's where all the good stuff is. These old-timers with roots reaching deep into the earth, soaking up the forest's mana. They'll glow, and that's your cue. As a novice, Skylight Grassland, Sunweave Glade, and Dusktide Forest is your best bet to find magic trees. Once you've got some muscle and grit, you can venture into Windreach Woods for the bigger rewards. Westwind Woods have them too, but they're a rare sight. But remember, these woods are not without their dangers. Plenty of critters lurking around that won't take kindly to you chopping their homes. If you're planning to venture out, be prepared for a hard fight. The goal is to fetch me some tree roots. It's one of many resources these magic trees hold. Once you've got tree roots, it's time for some crafting. The craft bench will help you transform tree root into jewelry wood. Not the most exciting of tasks, I admit, but it's the basics of logging and crafting, my friend. I'm in.
That's the spirit. I knew you had the makings of a fine lumberjack. Gather 3 tree roots and craft it into jewelry wood on the bench. Simple, right? Off you go.
I like it over there.
What's up, Rockman?
Got a task for me?
Think you can handle a pickaxe, fresh meat? Mining is not for the faint-hearted youngster. It takes guts to face the mighty mountains and extract the treasures hidden within. For this task, I want you to head to Westwind Woods. It's the best place to find metal veins. Sure, you might stumble upon veins in other places, but nothing compares to the abundance in Westwind Woods. Legend has it a mighty river once flowed there, and when it dried up, it left behind a treasure trove of metal veins. Extract soft crystal from the veins, then process it into powder filler. Sounds easy, right? But watch your back. The woods are crawling with creatures that are drawn to the sound of mining. Oh, and one more thing. This powder filler stuff is hot property. Alchemists can't get enough of it. Ask me why, beats me. Maybe they snort it or sprinkle it on their butts. All I know is they pay well for it.
I'm gonna do it.
Right on, youngster. I knew you had it in you. Remember, extract soft crystal from metal vein and turn it into powder filler. And mind the critters in Westwind Woods.
What do we have here? Ah! Yeah! Having me some of that. I like it over here.
Welcome, Survivor. If you're not back soon, I'll assume a tree fell on you. Look at you, all alive and stuff. Good job. Here's the Heartwood campfire recipe. And remember, nothing warms your bones like a hot meal near Heartwood fire. Need some help?
Hey there, cowboy.
Need help?
Need a little favor, if you're game? Look, I need to focus on my meditation, but my skin is screaming for a natural oil face mask. You can often find hazelnuts hidden in the bushes around. If you could find some and turn them into natural oil, you'd truly be saving my day. Not only would it help my poor skin, but it's also a great way to learn about herbalism. And trust me, natural oil is pure gold. It's like 100 spa treatments in one tiny bottle. I'll make sure your efforts are well rewarded.
I'll do it.
You're incredible. Remember to process those hazelnuts into natural oil at the crafting table.
What's all this, then?
Salutations. How's the herbalism going? Got the natural oil yet?
Yes.
Just what the doctor ordered. This natural oil is perfect. And look at you, getting your feet wet in herbalism. Good on ya. Yo,
Looking for some aid?
need a little favor, if you're game? You see, I've got this project. It's a spaghetti code monster, a real Hydra. Cut one bug and 2 more spawn. It's what you get when folks don't use test-driven development from the get-go. The logic's all entangled, like vines in a jungle, and just as wild, which makes it kinda exciting. But boy, does it need a focus boost to untangle. That's where this plant, the transparent leaf, comes in. It's not just your average psychedelic. It gives a hell of a focus boost. Turns the jungle into a zen garden. How about fetching those leaves? You won't find them at your local plant nursery. I hear tell they grow on some rare trees in the woods around these parts. So how about it? Up for a little adventure, cowboy?
Of course.
You're the best. Thanks a heap. Don't forget, those transparent leaves won't just be lying around. You'll need to look for the rare trees they grow on.
Y'all better not be wasting my time.
Need help?
You bet your boots I could use some help. These pipes of mine, I tell you, more temperamental than a wet hen. Every other day there's springing leaks, and who has to fix them? Yours truly. Find and replace leaking pipes with new ones. You can usually find them in barrels or crates. Don't...
Deal.
Good! Oh, and turn off the water supply first. Turn it back on after repair.
Get my steps in. Have a good feeling about this. Full steam ahead.
Ah, fresh meat. Quit lollygagging and get me that powder filler.
Yes.
Impressive work, rookie. You've got potential. Here's your reward.
Going for a mosey. Fancy trying out the lumber life. Tree roots to jewelry wood, friend. Remember the steps. Yes. Ah, perfect. I reckon I'll carve this jewelry wood into a little dwarf statue with a particularly small. You know what? For my good friend Thordal. Forge a path.
Welcome to the lab, my friend. Don't stress too much, man. Just follow...
Yes.
Hallelujah, you're my fucking hero, man. Here's your reward. Peace. Hey there, dude.
On the stomp. Rex Gold. steam ahead. What do we have here?